Hi kids, good morning. How are you all? I hope you are all well and good. Today we are going to see grade 4 science. Okay children, we can revise for terminal 1 examination. Okay, today we are going to revise about second lesson adaptation in plants and its uses. Already we have discussed about these lessons, isn't it? Okay, some of the few points we will listen today. Habitat. What is the habitat? Habitat means the place where an organism or a plant live is known as its habitat. What is habitat? The place where an organism or a plant live is known as its habitat. Okay, plants are of two types. How many types? Two types. One is terrestrial, another one is aquatic. What is terrestrial? Terrestrial means the plants that grows on land. The plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. Aquatic plants. Aquatic plants is the plants which grow in water are called aquatic plants. Okay. Next children, you see plants in plains have different kinds. Okay. So plants in plains have trees like sesame, mango, peepal and banyan shed their leaves to protect themselves from the cold weather or hot weather. They are called deciduous trees. Okay, trees like mango, peepal and banyan or have a cold weather or hot weather in both the weathers. This is called as deciduous trees. Okay. Next is the plants in hilly areas. Plants in hilly areas. Hilly areas, how it grows? Trees grows very tall and short. You see here pine tree, deodar tree and all very tall and straight. Okay. Have a needle like leaves. Have a needle like leaves. And beer comes instead of flowers. For example, you see pine tree, deodar tree. Okay. Fir. This is around plants in hilly areas. Okay. Next, plants in coastal areas. How is the area near the sea? The area near the sea is called coastal area. Okay. In this area, have a salty and climate is usually humid only. Okay. Plants like coconut and teak trees grow in this area. They are known as evergreen trees. Plants like coconut and teak trees grow in this area. They are known as evergreen trees. Okay, for example, you can see rubber, pepper and sugar can also grow in such climate. Okay, plants in deserts. Some plants grow in deserts where little water is available. Okay, these plants use very little only. So they do not lose water because their leaves are very small or spine. Because the leaves are very small or spine. Like the stems perform the function of leaves. Okay, it's colored as a chlorophyll to perform photosynthesis. To perform photosynthesis. For example, cactus. You see the cactus. It's have a leaves of very small or spine only. Okay, the cactus is in desert only. Next is the aquatic plants. Aquatic plants. What is the aquatic plants? Already we have seen the plant which grow in water are called aquatic plants, isn't it? There are three types: aquatic plants, floating plants, fixed plants and submerged plants. There are three types of aquatic plants. One is floating plants, fixed plants and submerged. Okay, submerged plants. Floating plants are, these plants are light and spongy. Floating plants, how is that? The plants are light and spongy. So they can float on the water. They can float on the water. For example, small green algae. That's and all. Okay, it's a floating plants. Next is the fixed plants. Next is the fixed plants. Plants like lotus and water lily are fixed to the bed of the pond. Okay, these are all called as, what is that? Fixed plants. Next one is the submerged plants. You see, submerged plants means plants like tap grass and hydrilla grow below the water surface. This is the submerged plants. Okay, children? And you can see this. They absorb the carbon dioxide. Which one? Submerged plants can absorb the carbon dioxide which they get from the water given by the aquatic plants during the respiration. During the respiration time, it will absorb the carbon dioxide which they get from water given by the aquatic animals. Okay. That is why we can use such plants in aquarium. Next one, some unusual plants we can see. It is not a usual plants, it is a unusual plants. Some plants like dodder plant. We have already studied about dodder plant coil, no? Yes, it is a around the other plants and suck the food and water from them. Such plants are known as parasites. Some plants like dodder plant coil around the other plants and suck the food and water from them. Such plants are called parasites. Okay. Some plants which are known as insectivorous plant. What is that? Insectivorous plants trap the insects and absorb the nutrients from their bodies. Okay. Next is the Venus flytrap. Whenever the fly comes and lands on its leaves, it snaps shells around the insect and traps it. And the Venus flytrap plant will fly. Whenever the fly comes and lands on its leaves, the snap starts around the insect and traps it, dear. Okay, pitcher plant. What is a pitcher plant? Leaves of these plants are of pitcher shaped, okay, with a lid. So, the insect sits on the mouth of the pitcher shaped leaf. It lids shuts. Okay, next is the sundew plant. Sundew plant traps insect on the deadly hair that cover the leaves. Its sticky drop at the end of the hair kills the insect. Some unusual plants we have seen here, isn't it? You can see dodder plant, insectivorous plant, Venus flytrap, pitcher plant and sundew plant. Okay, next we can see the fungi. Fungi means, what is that? There are some other plants that don't produce seeds. They have no real roots or stems, and they are not green. These are fungi. Okay, one of the simplest fungi is mold. Okay, next is they cannot make their own food like plants, but they absorb food from their surroundings. The largest fungi is a mushroom. The largest fungi is a mushroom. Okay, next, some plants are useful to us, isn't it? Yes, plants are useful to us in many ways, apart from giving oxygen for us to breathe. Isn't it, children? We get oxygen from the plants only. Yes, plants for food. What is the plants for food? Almost all the food we eat, we are totally dependent on plants only, isn't it? For our food directly or indirectly. We eat plant products directly in the form of cereals, fruits and vegetables, or we can eat directly. But indirectly form of eggs of birds and animals which eat plants. That is grass, cereals, etc. Okay. Next you can see some condiments. What is the condiments? Condiments means spices like cardamom, clove, pepper, cinnamon are obtained from plants. This is the condiments. Next is the oil giving plants. What is the oil giving plants? Some seeds when crushed give oil. Many of these oils which are used in cooking are known as edible oils. Some seeds we crush give oil, no? Yes, many of these oils which are used in cooking, for cooking only we can use, that is known as edible oils. Next is the plants of beverages. Okay, plants for beverages like coffee and tea are made from plant products. Next, plants for wood. Wood is used for furniture, construction of houses, boards and some implements. For agriculture also we can use the wood, isn't it? Yes. Next is the plants for fibers. These fibers are used for making clothes, ropes, nets, sails, gunny bags, sackcloths, brushes, brooms, basket, garden chairs, packing materials. We can use those fibers for clothes, ropes, nets and all. Okay. Next, plants for medicine. Medicine plant we can use directly or indirectly only. All antibiotics are derived from the bacteria to cure many infective diseases. You see, eucalyptus, neem and castor oil are example of medicine plant only. Okay. Next is the plants for rubber and gum. Rubber trees are often grown in large areas and are called plantation. Okay, slanting cuts are made in the bark of a rubber tree and sap is known as latex. Okay, plants for beauty. Many flowering plants are beautiful and ornamental like rose, lily, tulip, asters are grown in our houses. Scents and perfume are also obtained from flowers only. Okay, we can get the perfumes from flowers only. Next we can see some quick scroll. Children, this you want to write it in your homework note. This is a homework also I have given. First one you can see plants adapt in different ways and occupy different habitats. They give beauty to our surroundings. Some plants live in water, some in desert, some on normal land and some in hilly area. Any food we get in any form is obtained from plants directly or indirectly. Plants are useful because they give us oxygen without which we cannot survive. They give us vegetables, fruits and cereals. They also give us oil, scents, fiber and many more things. Okay. Next is the keywords. Adaptation, living and dwelling place of an organism. Parasite, an organism that depends on other organisms for its nutrition. Insectivorous plants, plants that take nourishment by trapping insects, kill and digest them. Submerged plant, plants that are under water. Next we can see the fill in the blanks in our classwork note. Okay, the plants that grows on land are called terrestrial plants. Adaptation is the process of making oneself suitable for new conditions. The area near the sea is called coastal area. Next is antibiotics is a medicine used to destroy microbes. The plants which grow in water are called what plants? Aquatic plants. Okay, give two examples for the following. Two unusual plants. What is the two unusual plants? Venus flytrap, pitcher plant. Plants for fibers, cotton, hemp. Next, plants for medicines, eucalyptus, cinchona. Evergreen trees, coconut, teak. Two fixed plants, lotus, water lily. Condiments, clove, pepper. Next is who am I? I will coil around the other plants and suck food and water. What is that? Dodder plant. I have needle-like leaves and bear cones instead of flowers. Is a pine. I am the biggest fruit. Double coconut. I am the largest fungi. Mushroom. See revision activity, children. Write about terrestrial plants, aquatic plants, parasites, habitat, fungi, condiments, plantation and deciduous trees. Okay, those questions you want to write the answers in your homework note. Refer your textbook. Okay, next write quick scroll and keywords one time. Refer book page number 18 is there. Okay children, we will meet in next revision. Thank you.